Yeah, and there's no way that Republicans are going to let this go before the election, I would think.
No.
Regardless of what they find or don't.
They're going to say they're going to keep working.
Exactly.
You know, when Fox News gets it right, I have to hand it to them. Fox News anchor John Roberts admitted the truth yesterday about the Joe Biden, Hunter Biden, impeachment, crimes, bribery, investigation, whatever you want to call it. And here's the truth. There's an election coming up. Republicans aren't going to let it go until after that election. That's what this is really about. It's not about the evidence. It's not about the crimes. It's not about the allegations. It's not about who did what to whom or when. It's about there's an election coming up. They have nothing and they're not going to let it go. Let's take a listen to this, and I have quite a bit to say about it.
Never been the purpose. The purpose is doing your investigations. We have a formalized impeachment inquiry because some of the initial information we uncovered.
By the way, so first we're hearing from Byron Donalds, the congressman. Then we'll hear from the reporter. Then we will hear from John Roberts, the anchor.
Has led us to the current information now where we have actually found the money trail to Joe Biden and other issues along those lines.
Now, the president remains on the campaign trail today, so we'll see if he has anything to weigh in after yesterday's hearings. As for next steps, House Oversight could send criminal referrals to the Justice Department, John, but we don't know what DOJ would do here, but also the timing of all this. Like you said, we've got the election approaching very soon.
Yeah, and there's no way that Republicans are going to let this go before the election, I would think.
No.
Regardless of what they find or don't.
They're going to say they're...
Regardless of what they find or don't find, there is no way that Republicans are going to let this go before the election. That's what this is all about. That's the end. That's the end point of this entire thing. The evidence doesn't matter. And look, guys, Byron Donalds says we've been able to prove the money trail. All you've proven is that Joe Biden gave his brother some money and then his brother gave him some money back. That's all they've been able to prove. We have checks. We have bank records. Yes, Joe Biden has a bank account. Wow, what an explosive revelation. Yes, Joe Biden sometimes adds money to that bank account. Connections to China, criminality. Listen, every time they're asked what crime was committed, we looked yesterday on the show. Congressman Reschenthaler can't name a crime. Tony Bobulinski can't name a crime. He's sure there was one, can't name it. Nobody can name the crime. RICO's not a crime, it's a framework. So that is the bottom line. They talk about the weaponization of investigative powers, the weaponization of the justice system, the weaponization of oversight. That's this. It's projection all the way down. That's what they're doing. There is nothing here. And my promise to you remains, if it turns out that despite decades of Joe Biden being in public service and there being no evidence of his crimes, if all of a sudden the evidence appears, I will be the first to come to you and say, if they warrant impeachment, let's impeach. If it warrants criminal referrals, let's refer criminally. Because I don't have any personal attachment to Joe Biden per se. There's just no evidence that the guy committed any crimes whatsoever. They don't even have the smoking gun of evidence. Having a checking account, having a son who worked in Ukraine, none of that points to Joe Biden's criminality. If they find it, I will be the first to tell you that they found it. Today's sponsor, Ground News, is an app and website that quickly shows you how news is being covered across the political spectrum, adding context and making it easy to understand the polarizing events like the election season that we're in. If you're watching this on YouTube, Donald Trump and Joe Biden secured their party's nominations for a historic presidential rematch. So I'll be looking at Ground News's election page for minute-to-minute updates on the issues that matter most and the blind spots in the left and right's election coverage. So, for example, check out the breakdown on why the GOP's Biden impeachment appears to be falling apart. Ground News found more than 20 articles published on this, but I can see it's a near total blind spot for people only following right-leaning news. I wonder why. And looking over here, many of these articles come from reliable sources, with each giving me some new detail, and reading their summary of this from each political viewpoint really just gets me up to speed in seconds on any issue. So make separating fact from noise easier this election by going to ground.news/Pacman. My viewers get 40% off their unlimited access Vantage plan, making it just $5 a month. The link is down below.